I have spent the last 30 days tearing through and consuming the content of top creators across multiple niches on YouTube. And in this video, I will be sharing with you the top 7 scripting psychology they have used that has been responsible for their continued success time and time again. I call these the 7. Bear in mind that this is unlike any video you have ever seen before. Some of these 7 you may have seen in other videos, but never all at once in the same video. So make sure you stay till the end because I will be revealing the exact formula you can use to maximize the relationship between the 7 and maximize the retention on your videos. First things first, I will begin with the psychology synonymous with everybody's childhood dream since the dawn of time, the hero. This is a complete non-negotiable part of any script. When you find a video idea, before you decide on a title or thumbnail, the first thing you must do is decide on the hero, the one person or thing to serve as the backbone of your whole story. Most people don't know this, but there are 2 types of heroes when it comes to scripting. The first is the hypothetical hero. This type of hero is most commonly found in framework videos and educational videos, especially for business owners who do not have track records but want to convince their audience they can achieve results. Here, the hypothetical hero serves as a guinea pig of sorts. Every time you say, let's assume there is a business owner A with a problem B, and when he applies my solution C, he gets his desired D, you create a hypothetical hero. You are trying to convince your audience to believe in you by coming up with or imagining a use case. The second type of hero is the real hero. You can also find this hero in educational and framework videos, but I will not use those as the example here. I will use another niche as an example. Let's say the military history niche, where the story follows the life and accomplishments of a well-known general or a name in history. The person used as the real hero isn't thought up as a use case. The person really existed, or the person really does exist. As in the case of case studies in business, the whole point of having a hero, whether real or hypothetical, is providing guidance to the viewer by giving them a mirror. The hero is the one that gets the good stuff and the bad bitches. It's what everyone wants. The point of giving a mirror to the viewer is to get them to see themselves as the hero. They see themselves in the driver's seat and they see themselves getting all the good stuff and bad bitches. The next psychology on the list is twin to the hero, a fraternal twin to be exact, because they look nothing alike. While the hero is the best version of yourself, this script psychology does the exact opposite, intending to impede you on your hero's journey. This script psychology is the villain, but do not be deceived. The villain does a lot more than impede the hero's journey. The villain is the main reason why there even is a hero in the first place. Character development, obstruction and objection, desire and results. I will explain each of these 3 and the exact relationship they share with the villain and the hero. Character development. This is where the hero powers up, gains new skills, new experiences, new skill sets, and these are only possible because there is a villain the hero must defeat. Obstruction and objection. For those in the more abstract niches like business, education, and finance, the villain presents itself in ways like lack of know-how, absent skill sets, and many other things that will prevent the business owner from getting a particular result, like scaling their business. Desire and results. The absence of objections and problems is the absence of purpose. If people didn't face problems, they would die in their comfort zones without ever knowing the potential they possessed. The same thing is exactly what happens here. The more there is an objection to a goal you seek, the stronger you seek it. And when you want to write a script, you might think painting it in happiness and rainbows is the way to keep retention high because people love good outcomes, but you are wrong and you would only be making a grave mistake. Introducing and including a villain gives purpose to a story and it gives purpose to a viewer because now they want to know what happens to them when they conquer their villains. Please share your thoughts in the comments. I would like to know what you think about this video and how useful it is to you. And if you need professional help writing scripts for your channels in the education, business, and finance niche, do not hesitate to reach out via DM or email. You can find them in the descriptions. To the third psychology, the one that gives connection to the hero and the villain, it serves as a simple bridge, but it is a bridge of great importance among the 7 script psychologies. Contrast. This script psychology is called the contrast. I will explain this psychology with a simple saying I coined myself. Draw on the villain and draw on the hero and let the gap between both guide the viewer. That gap in between the hero and the villain is the contrast. Like Newton said, every action has an equal but opposite reaction. Succumb to the forces of the villain, the objections, the lack of skill, and many others alike, and the life that awaits you is clear. Succumb to the calling of a hero and the life that awaits you is clear. Differentiate the hero and the villain clearly so the viewer knows what to expect. The fourth psychology is the build up. This is the fourth psychology on the list and it is the most comprehensive of all of them. Unlike every other psychology that can be treated as an individual element, this one cannot. It takes every other psychology and builds itself with them, from the hero to the villain to contrast and many others beyond. Build up is the collective accumulation from the start of a video till the end of a video. That is from the hook down to the final CTA until the video wraps up. Let's move on to the next psychology in the list. 5. Stakes. This is the retention mechanic that runs beneath build up, which is the previous psychology I just spoke about. about. While build up is basically the entire length of a video from start to finish, every other psychology included. Stakes serve as checkpoints between important parts in a video, something to look forward to each time. It can take different form, but each form follows a simple formula each time. Objection first, then payoff follows. Whether it is a villain or problem, the beginning of a stake is always characterized by some form of antagonism. It has already been established from the whole build-up of the video that a particular event or result is the purpose of the video, but the stakes must appear at varying checkpoints to justify the hero's journey and the villain's purpose. In movies, a stake can come in the form of the hero first trying to acquire the ultimate weapon to fight the villain, which is somewhat of a mini arc or a side quest. In IRL videos, a stake can come in form of competition to a shared goal, like in Mr. Beast's recent videos. And in finance and business, a stake can come in form of a business owner running ads that keep burning money without making revenue. For each objection, there is something shiny on the other side. The stake's job is to justify this shiny thing to the viewer by depriving them of it first. A secret worth noting is, stake is never to be used just once in a video. It must be evoked continuously through the length of the video until the video serves its purpose and it does not follow any specific size pattern, lest your video becomes boring and the viewers click off. Next in the list is emotions. As we are aware, we as humans experience multiple emotions, from happiness to sadness, joy, and many others. The list is endless, but of that long list, only two are important in scripts: confusion and fear. This is what I mean. Once a viewer sees your thumbnail and title, they feel one of two other emotions. Curiosity. This appears when your thumbnail presents the viewer with a thought that is out of the ordinary and they have no choice but to ask themselves, how? There are multiple different creators that fall in this category. We have Mr. Beast, Ryan Trahan, Nick DiGiovanni, and many others. Hope, which is the second form of emotion the viewer sees when they feel your thumbnail and title. This is mostly common to thumbnails in the education, health, finance, and business niches. Here, the creator is presenting a thumbnail that promises a solution to a real life problem: how to get rich, how to save on taxes. How do these two go happy emotions turn into the nightmares that are even more important? The answer is simple: objections and villains. Telling someone you will tell them a secret and immediately telling them the secret has got to be the shortest and most boring thing you will ever do. But imagine you tell someone you will tell them a big secret and suddenly they can't find you or reach you. You immediately have their attention because now they want to know. And when they can't find you, they become confused and wonder if it's something important you are hiding from them. If you hold out even longer on them, they begin to fear that the secrets you have may have to do with them. This psychology does the exact same thing. Start with promises on your thumbnail and title, and even more promises with your hooks can lead with objections and buts, and they would want it even more. Every single time it looks like the end is at hand, play into these two emotions and you'll be surprised at the magic they can do for your retention graph. Now we are at the final psychology in the list. But before I start, if you have found the content of this video helpful so far, I would appreciate you drop the like and your thoughts in the comments. And if you would like the help of a professional implementing these psychologies to boost your retention and grow your channel, send me a DM on X or email me at hunnidmedia@gmail.com. This is the final psychology that ties everything in your script together. Crescendo. The reason you started with every other psychology. Put in simpler terms, this is the purpose of your whole script and video, or in more YouTube terms, the payoff of your video. This is the point where every question in the viewer's mind is answered, where every emotion they felt is justified. If your video starts with a promise of X, this is where X is delivered. If your video starts with a promise of Y, this is where Y is delivered. That's all you need to know on the psychology of killer YouTube scripts. Before you depart, here's the single formula you need to remember going forward whenever you want to write your scripts. Start with your who's. These are the hero and the villain. Decide why it matters. This is the contrast. Map how the middle is shaped. This is the build up. Pick what keeps the viewer there. This is the stakes. Engineer what makes them feel. These are emotions. Then decide where it all lands. This is the crescendo or payoff. That is SDMPED. Now go out there and kill it with your newfound knowledge. And please do share the results you achieve by applying these psychologies to your script. You can send your results via hunnidmedia@gmail.com.